Hi guys, we are live. Let me get everything nice and situated for our live today. Yay! I'm so excited, you guys. I really love today's topic. We're still kind of going with the Dream Life Embodiment series, which I'm so obsessed with, you guys. So as you jump in the room, say hi, tell me where you're from. If you're catching the replay, go down in the comments, say I know it is a little bit in the middle of the day, but you guys know I always set the intention. Whoever's meant to hear this message will find this video. So I'm going to let a few of you guys come in, and then we are going to get started. Today's topic, we are talking about it is your job to live your best life, okay? Living your best life is your responsibility. It is going to, there's so many benefits that unfold. Your life unravels in the best way possible when you choose to live your best life, when you choose to listen to your intuition, listen to those higher callings, and put yourself on the highest timeline. So that is what we're talking about today. Hi, beautifuls. How are you? I'm really excited about today's topic. So I'm just going to jump in and, if you need to, just catch the replay. So here we go. So the first thing I wanted to say today, you guys, our desires come from our higher selves, okay? We are constantly in communication with our higher selves at all times, okay? You are constantly receiving insights, downloads, messages from your higher self, from the divine. Hi, Yoda Jury, how are you, beautiful? You always catch the live. I'm so excited. I get excited when I see your name. Yes, today we're talking about how your dream life is your job, okay? Achieving your highest potential is your job. That is why we are all here. That is why we have been placed on this earth, so that we can fulfill our truest desires, okay? So yes, all of our desires come from our higher selves, okay? The downloads, the insight, everything comes from your higher self, okay? And what you're receiving when you hear those downloads or those subtle urges that are like, go to the gym at this time, or go to the supermarket at this time, or go on that vacation with your friend, okay? When you receive these subtle messages, understand that you are in communication with your higher self, okay? So what does it mean to be in communication with your higher self? So this also could be, being in communication with your intuition. Being in communication with your higher self is essentially receiving the highest timeline information, okay? So you guys know, and maybe you've heard me say this, that all timelines, all potentialities exist all at once, okay? So there's a version of yourself that is living in luxury in your penthouse, and you have a yacht and you have all these things, and then there is a version of yourself that is who you are now, and then there's even a lower timeline or a lower version of yourself. Let's say you chose some wrong decisions, and there's a version of yourself who's homeless, or who, X, Y, and Z. We don't have to go down the rabbit hole, but all timelines exist. And the reason why you are at the timeline that you're at right now is because you've attracted it to you through your thoughts, your words, and your vibration, okay? So understand that when you get these desires that, I want a new car, I want a new house, I want to go on vacation with my girlfriends. When you get these insights, understand it's not coming out of your ego. I mean, sometimes messages come from the ego, but understand also you're receiving constant thoughts and downloads from your higher self, okay? And when you listen to the guidance that you receive from higher self, that puts you on a higher timeline, okay? So the more that we're listening to our intuition, we are increasing, leveling up, because we're listening to the insight and guidance from our higher self, aka from the creator or from the divine, okay? Our higher selves is that next version of yourself that is, kind of think about it like there's like a hierarchy, right? And so you are, the 3D lower consciousness version of yourself, but then there is a higher conscious or a higher version of yourself who, knows the game plan, knows your life blueprint, knows who you came to earth to be, right? And then if you want to go up another, hierarchy, then you have your, you have your angels, guides, ancestors, right? And then also you have God, the divine, the creator. So think about this. If you're only living your life based off of the 3D version, you are missing out on so many, divine insight and things like that that you get from above, okay? I have notes, so I'm just going to keep going. So If downloads come from our higher selves and we understand that we're receiving messages of what our higher selves are meant to be, then you have to understand that our desires are divine, okay? The desires that are placed on your heart are divine. When you get that urge to start the business or to quit your job or to, move across the country, understand these desires were placed in your heart from your higher self to put you on the track of your highest timeline, okay? So I'm going to continue. We are all fragments of God or the divine, okay? The creator. We're all different manifestations of God, right? So when we have desires, okay, to have a better car or a better house or, divine friendships, maybe a romantic relationship, when we get those desires, understand that that is God consciousness or creator consciousness wanting to create and express itself through you, okay? It is God wanting to create new experiences through you, okay? Everybody is a creator. Everybody is another manifestation of God, okay? Some people are black because God wanted to express themselves as a black person. Some people are white because God wanted to express themselves as a white person. Some people, you know what I mean? Like some people are handicapped. God wanted to express himself as a handicapped person, right? So understand that we are all fragments of God, right? And through so you never have to feel guilty when we receive desires like, oh, I want to have a bigger house, but there are people in other countries that don't have a nice house, so I can't want that. Or, oh, I really want to make, $1 million this year, but you know what? There's so many more people who went to college and they're so much more certified than me, so that can't be my reality, right? So understand you never have to feel guilty for wanting the things that you have been placed on your heart. You never have to feel guilty for wanting to expand or upgrade your life, because through upgrading yourself, you are tapping into a higher timeline, okay? And what we really need to understand is that the desires that we have to have the nicer car or the bigger house is just your higher self's way of communicating what your more expanded life is supposed to be, okay? So we're going to get into the topic of it's your job to live your best life. But first I had to give the foundation that we should never feel guilty when we want more. Like even when you're in that relationship and it's kind of a crappy relationship, but you're like, oh, but I have to stay because we've been together for so long. Don't demonize yourself for wanting the best, for wanting more, for wanting that vacation, for wanting that divine love, for wanting these things. This is your higher self's way of literally opening a window for you to peek into and show you this is what your life could be. This is what your life should be, right? And when we latch onto that divine insight, this is literally like us opening a doorway to leading us into our highest potential. So really listen and pay attention when you're getting this divine insight to expand, to do more, to go places, right? Because it is your job to live your best life. Thank you for the thumbs up, beautiful. Anybody who's catching me in the live or the replay, I really appreciate it if you thumbs up the video. This allows more people to find the content, so it's really helpful. Okay. So let's continue. So when you desire to go on that dream luxurious vacation, or when you desire, you get the insight, I should get my nails done today, or I should spoil myself, I should buy myself a nice outfit. You should listen. Always listen to your intuition. Always listen when you get that divine download, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, that information is coming from your higher self. Now, you do have to have discernment, right? If the information is telling you something that gets you excited or giddy, you can almost bet that that information is coming from your higher self, and you should listen, okay? Because when you listen to your intuition, you are putting yourself on a higher timeline. Literally, it's like climbing up a ladder, right? So when you get insight and you do it and it makes you excited, like, oh, I'm going to get my nails done today, and it makes me so excited. Or, oh, I'm going to go shopping today, and it makes me so excited. Or, oh, I'm going to go to this really nice restaurant today, and it makes me so excited. You should do it because you are in communication with your higher self. The things that make you excited, that is literally like juice, like legit urge from your higher self, okay? So let's continue. And I see Dominique has a message. Let's see what she says. Love you. Hi, Dominique Daly. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful. Love you too. Thank you for watching today. So yeah, let's keep going. So when you get these urges and you listen, you're putting yourself on a higher timeline, okay? And it's all about opening up to higher timelines. This is how you're going to get the most out of life, okay? Listening to your divine insight, that divine urge to literally climb up a ladder that is putting you on a higher timeline, higher timeline, higher timeline. And eventually you are going to be on, the timeline where you're existing on your dream life, okay? Or existing and having the experiences that you came here to experience, okay? So when you listen to your inner calling or your intuition, you open yourself up to higher timelines, meaning more opportunities, more synchronicities, being at the right place at the right time, okay? So this happens all the time. Like I'll get the insight, hey, you should go to this metaphysical shop. And I go and then I meet somebody new. Or, I get the insight, hey, you should go to this coffee shop, and I go, and a series of events unfold in a positive way because I listen to my insight. Okay, this is putting you on a higher timeline. So this is the significance of listening to your intuition or your insight, right? So now let's talk about why it's your job to live your best life, right? We are all here to live our best lives. That is why we incarnated here on this planet. That is why we chose to be here. Everybody who is here that is of consciousness, that has a conscious mind, who thinks for themselves, they chose to be here to experience life in a divine way, right? So it is your job, your moral imperative, to live your best life and to grab onto the greatest experiences that you can, okay? Whatever your heart's truest desire is asking of you, that is why you're here, okay? So if you think, oh, my heart is telling me to start this business, that is why you're here. If your heart is telling you, oh, I really desire to be married and have children, that is why you're here. Listen to your highest excitement. Listen to the desires of your heart. It is your job to live your best life. That is why you're here. A lot of us are really confused. We think that we're here to work these 9-to-5s, to climb some corporate ladder, to, do all these things, that you struggle to pay bills month after month after month after month, and they think that that's all they're here to do. Your life is meant to be so much greater than that. And unfortunately, through the matrix, through, going through like the school system and thinking we have to have these jobs and we have to have these homes and we have to do all these things, it takes us off of our divine path. But understand, the only thing you need to know about your life is that you are meant to live your best life, okay? It is your job to live your best life. You are serving the collective when you choose to live your best life. Hi, Alan Baptist. I saw you commented on my Instagram post today. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're here watching live today. For those of you guys who don't know, I do post regularly on Instagram, and Alan is one of my regs. He always comments, always sends love. So hi, how are you? Okay, so it is your mission to live your best life, and in doing so, you are elevating the quality of your life for yourself and those around you, okay? You serve the most people in life when you follow your highest excitement, okay? The world becomes a better place because people decide to focus on expanding, focus on giving themselves the desires of their heart, okay? Focus on living and experiencing their highest expression. So whenever you get these divine downloads to do this or to do that, do it, because you are elevating the consciousness of the collective by living your best life, okay? If everybody decides that they are going to wholeheartedly live their best life, do what they said they want to do, go on that vacation, go on that solo trip, do whatever it is that has been placed on your heart to do. By doing that, you are putting yourself on the higher timeline. And when you do that thing, you're going to receive another insight and another insight and another insight. We're literally just building on insights from our higher selves, right? And that essentially is what's raising us to a higher timeline, okay? The higher timeline is when you're receiving everything you're meant to receive in life. You have the friendships you're here to receive. You have the relationships, the partnerships you're here to receive. You have the job, the money, the abundance that you're meant to receive, the house that you love, the car that you're obsessed with, right? Everything opens up when you listen to your intuition and when you make it a priority to live your best life and experience the greatest things that there are to experience in life, okay? So you are doing the world and the human collective a service when you walk in your light. Everybody's job is to walk in their light. Follow your highest excitement. Follow your highest expanded self. That is your job. That is why you're here on earth. You're not here to struggle. You're not here to, work hard and, do all these things. You are here to live your life and to love your life. So at any point in time that you are not loving your life, understand that you are not experiencing the higher timeline, and it's time to recalibrate. It's time to redial in to that intuition, to that higher calling, so that you can experience the best that there is to experience in life. It is your job. That is why you're here. You are God consciousness, creating experiences that you are meant to create. Okay, so understand this. This is like the biggest thing. We are all here to shine our light so that we can inspire and encourage others to do the same, to follow their heart, to follow their mission, okay, to follow their purpose, to let life unfold on its highest timeline. Okay, so if you really want to heal the world, if you say, I'm here to be a healer, I'm here to serve the collective, I'm here to, make the world a better place, you're going to do that and be of service of others by following your highest excitement, okay? Because when you follow your highest excitement, you are unlocking codes. And when other people see you following your highest excitement, it is jogging a memory. They are receiving the codes through watching you. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be free. I'm supposed to be in bliss. I'm supposed to love my life. When you live your highest timeline, your highest excitement, people see you living in that way, and it jogs their memory of higher consciousness. It jogs their memory to tap into their higher selves, and higher selves tells them, you're supposed to be free like that too. You're supposed to be living your best life like that too. You're supposed to be doing these things that you're seeing this person do too. Like when you're on social media and you see somebody like going on vacation, or you see somebody in a romantic relationship and they look so in love, right? You're not get jealous. You're supposed to get excited, because when you yearn for something that you see, that is your higher self telling you, you deserve that too. You can have that too. You can be that too. You're going to experience that too. Okay, so it's really funny, and this is how I had to flip my mindset, or flip the way I thought. And a lot of people have this too. When you see other people and you get jealous about something, like, oh, I wish I had her hair. Oh, I wish I had their body. Oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had their house. I wish I had their car, right? You never have to be jealous of other people again, because they are all reflections. They are all mirrors showing you what you yourself are supposed to attain in life, right? So when you see your friends on social media posting about, oh, just got the keys to my new Benz, just got the keys to my new apartment, just booked my trip across the country, right? And you see that, you're not supposed to get jealous. You're supposed to get excited. You're supposed to like go crazy, because that is the universe showing you what is in store for you, what your fullest potential is. So do this whenever you see something, or whenever you hear someone bragging about themselves or how great their lives are, right? Get excited for them, because it literally is, again, a mirror of the universe showing you how great your life is supposed to be, the fullest expression that you're supposed to walk in, okay? So from now on, whenever something good happens to someone else, remember that is a mirror showing you how good your life is supposed to be. And you get excited. And by getting excited, you are attracting that closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to yourself. Because let me tell you what happens when you get jealous, or when you get envious. You are, okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say you are on social media, you're on Instagram, right? And you see somebody just got a new, beautiful, luxurious car, right? If you see that and you get jealous or envious, or you're not happy for them, you know what you're doing? You're looking at the mirror and you're literally shattering it. You're like saying, you know what, universe, I see that you have blessed someone with something that I want, but I'm not happy for them. You shatter the mirror. It shatters, right? And remember, the mirror is important, because we need to see life at its fullest potential. We need to see people going on luxurious vacations, so it can show us that we deserve to be on luxurious vacations. We need to see people buying their dream luxurious colossal mansion, because it shows us what's possible for ourselves. We need to see people being successful millionaires at young ages, and you know what I mean? Like, we need to see the best things happening to other people, because it is just a mirror reflecting back to us what is possible. And when you get excited about seeing what is possible for other people, you are attracting that higher timeline to yourself. So this is so important. When you see other people live their best lives, you get excited for them. You encourage them. You say, hey, good job. I'm so excited that you're doing that, because in turn, you are attracting those experiences to yourself, okay? So never get mad when you see other people living their best lives, because you're energetically putting out to the universe, I don't believe that's possible for me, and I'm mad that you've blessed somebody else with that. And it's not fair, and it's not right. And literally, if that was a window of opportunity, or there was a portal created when you see somebody living their best life and you get upset, you are closing that portal of opportunity for yourself. Okay, so never ever again be envious or jealous when you see people living their best lives. You have to get excited for them, because that attracts that to you. Okay, huge mindset switch. And this goes even like when you see people happy in relationships. Like, we all like to get like annoyed and sick like around Valentine's Day, right? When we're seeing people post their perfect relationship, which no relationship is perfect, FYI, right? But it all takes work, right? But we get sick when we're like, oh, she just got roses for Valentine's Day, I'm sick. Oh, they got a box of chocolate for Valentine's Day, I'm sick. Oh, they're going on vacation for their 10th anniversary, I'm sick. Like, you know what you're doing? You are telling the universe, I'm not worthy of that. I don't believe it's possible for me, so don't give it to me. I don't want to see other people successful and happy, because I don't believe I can get to that point in life, so don't show me that. That is what you're energetically putting out when you're not happy for other people, when you see them live their best life. Thank you, I always say your name wrong, girl. You have to tell me if I'm saying it right. Udajuri. Love this info. Thank you so much, beautiful, for always watching the lives. Thank you for the super chat. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm sending so many waves of positive energy your way. Thank you. But yeah, this is literally something. I was sitting in my car after I left the gym this morning, and the information started pouring into me. And it said that our mission here is to live our best life, and everybody is here to live their best life. And if you are choosing not to live your best life, you are doing yourself a disservice. And not only are you doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing the collective a disservice by not living your best life. And then I also got the message that when you are not excited for other people when they live their best life, you are also doing the universe a disservice, because in actuality, everybody's supposed to be on these higher timelines. Everybody's supposed to, be getting on yachts and riding in jet planes, and everybody's supposed to, experience the best life has to offer. We're all meant to experience that. And when we see other people experiencing that, that is the universe putting a mirror up to your face saying, does this look good to you? Does this look appetizing to you? Do you want this? Do you desire this? Because if you desire it, you can have it. And I'm only showing you it because I want you to know it's possible. I want you to know you can have it. I want you to know this is in store for you when you choose your highest excitement and decide that you deserve it. You have to decide that you deserve it. You have to decide that you're worthy of it. You have to decide that this is a higher timeline that you're allowed to tap into. You're allowed to be successful. You're allowed to be rich. You're allowed to have the desires of your heart. You're allowed to have that luxurious designer car. It doesn't matter if your parents never had it. It doesn't matter if your sisters or brothers never had it. It doesn't matter if your grandparents never had it. It is for you. If you see it and you want it, it is for you. The world is like a giant candy store, okay? Start seeing and viewing the world as a giant candy store, right? And anytime you see something that looks good, imagine the creator, God, source consciousness is like your loving parent, and they're like, you can have it. It's yours. I want you to have it. Take it, please. Take it. I want you to have it. I want you to have the best, right? And even like when you get these desires in your heart from your higher self, when your higher self is like, I would really desire a new purse, I would really and it starts very subtle. So don't even think it has to be like, I desire, I don't know, anything crazy. Like it could even be like, I desire a new flat screen TV, right? When you do it and you're able to, and you do it, right? but you have to do it with excitement, with happiness, because if you're doing things and you energetically are like, oh, I don't know if I should do this, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if this is good, you're sending out that energy to the universe that I don't know if I am worthy of this, I don't know if I deserve this, I don't, but when you do it and you're overflowed with happiness, with excitement, right, that puts you on the higher timeline, right? Hi Nancy, how are you? Beautiful. She says happy Monday to everyone out there. And Nancy says, I'm not jealous of anyone. Great, Nancy. That is how you have to be. Never be jealous of anyone ever, ever, ever again. Because when you're jealous of people, you're energetically putting out the signal, I can't have what they have. And you're only being shown what they have because you are worthy of grabbing it, of having it, of attaining it, of being it, right? So you never have to be jealous of anyone ever again. So I'm going to continue, okay? It is your job to enjoy your life. It is your job to love your life and to love yourself, okay? It is your job to create the reality of your dreams that you are in love with, okay? You can't wait for anyone to give it to you. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, when I find the love of my life, then I will finally be happy. When I buy the house of my dreams, I'll finally be happy. When I, when I reach 1 million subscribers, I'll be happy. When I get $1 million, I'll be happy. No, you are robbing yourself of the joy that you are meant to have today. You are here on this planet to enjoy your life every single day. You are here to live and live life abundantly every single day. Okay, so you know that you're in alignment with that higher timeline when every day you have something to be excited about. You have something to be grateful for. You have something, a reason to live and to exist. That is what you want. Okay, now I know sometimes we'll get caught up in their lower timelines, but like that say like, oh, but I have to go to this job that I hate because I have, to pay my bills, or I have to stay in this relationship that I hate because, I don't have money of my own and I have to do it. You know what I mean? These are stories that we're telling ourselves. These are belief systems that we're telling ourselves, right? Right? And this is keeping us on a lower timeline. You need to cut yourself free of limiting beliefs that tell you you can't, or you won't, or you shouldn't, or, anything like that that tells you that it's not possible for you. That is a limiting belief. That is your lower consciousness, your lower self. It also could be your ego trying to keep you safe and protected in a bubble. But remember, the higher self wants you to expand, 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 right? So even if you do feel that fear on the inside before you do something that your higher self is telling you to do, you have to do it. You have to go for it. You have to break the mold. This is your higher self expanding, 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 attracting more and more light on yourself and radiating more and more light. You are literally, and this is so funny. I was listening to this song this morning, or this artist this morning, and the first thing that came on the store, or in the song was and God said, let there be light. You are the light that he was talking about. Like he wasn't talking about the light in the sun. He was talking about let there be people who know how to shine their light. Let there be people who know how to live their best life so that they can shine their light and radiate that light, that brightness, that happiness to other people so that other people can remember, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be that free. I'm supposed to live in luxury. I'm supposed to have these experiences, right? And everyone's desires are different. Everybody doesn't want to live in luxury. Everybody doesn't want to, do all these things. But whatever it is for you, could be big, could be small, but whatever it is for you, you have to do it. And in doing it and being obedient to spirit and being obedient to your intuition and being obedient to your higher self, you are putting yourself on that higher timeline. Remember, we made those videos talking about embodiment, right? Embodiment is literally stepping into that version of yourself that you want to be and animating that version of yourself every single day, right? That's embodiment. So when you are living your best life, you are embodying that version of yourself who is experiencing the life that is abundant and overflowing, right? And this is our greatest mission in life. This is why we're here. Okay, so I really hope this video made sense. It's not my usual super long video. I think we're about to hit 30 minutes. And if you guys have any questions about, like how you can, step into your best life, or how you can begin to embody, the version of yourself who's experiencing their best life, just remember, it is your job to live your best life. So if you want that new upgraded car, it is your job to go get it. If you want that new apartment, it's your job to go get it. If you want that dream relationship, the love of your life, it is your job to go get it. Because in getting it, you are raising your frequency, you are raising onto that higher timeline, and in doing so, you're going to receive more information, more downloads from that higher space that is going to take you up again and again and again and again. Okay, life is all about evolving. Life is all about upgrading, right? If you're not upgrading, if you're staying stagnant, if you're staying in the same place, it's probably because you're not listening to your higher insight, right? You're not listening to the divine, your helpers, your angels, your guides. You're not listening to the highest timeline information. Therefore, you're kind of staying stagnant, stuck at where you are, instead of going up and up and up and up. Okay, life is a constant evolution of going up and up and up and up and up. And the more you listen to the divine insight, the divine downloads, right, your higher self, your intuition, the higher you're going to go. Okay, you guys. Nancy said, I don't believe in putting myself down or comparing myself to anyone. Good, Nancy. Udajuri said, I love your confidence. Good. She said, I have too much to be grateful for. And that's a huge thing too. Like, when we're grateful for everything in our experience, we tend to not compare ourselves to others, and we tend to not, lower ourselves to those lower timelines. When we're grateful for everything that we experience, we actually open ourselves up to higher timelines, to receiving more. When you're grateful for the money you have, or the friendships that you have, or the car that you're already driving, even if it's not your dream car, you can be grateful because you know that what you want is coming, right? So literally, gratitude is like a bridge that takes you to what you want. When you're grateful for what you have, more abundance can be poured down onto you. Okay, so it's so great. Nancy said that she's great. She has too much to be grateful for. That's how you have to be. She says, I refuse to carry my blood pressure up the rest of 2021 over nonsense. Exactly. Like, there's just no need to even be stressed. There's no need to argue with people. There's no need to, and I say this in all my videos, like, when we argue with people, it is because we are really arguing with ourselves. There is something that we're trying to prove to ourselves, right? There's an insecurity that we have within ourselves, and we feel the need to attack other people, or to try and get other people to believe where we're coming from, because we ourselves are trying to convince ourselves. When you know that you deserve what you're asking for, right? You don't have to argue with anybody. You embody. You hold on to your beliefs. You hold on to your boundaries. You hold on to your standards, right? And you live like you know what you deserve. And that is the energy that exudes out of you. And therefore, that is the mirror or the reflection that will come back to you, okay? So even with you, like, living your best job or living your best life, right? And how it's your job to live your best life. When you live every day like, I'm supposed to be, going out to nice dinners. I'm supposed to be dressing this nice. I'm supposed to be, doing all these amazing things. I'm supposed to be doing this. This is my job, right? I'm supposed to be going on vacation with my girlfriends. I'm supposed to be making myself up and looking my best and doing all these things. I'm supposed to do that. I am here to live the greatest expression of God that I possibly can do. This is my job. This is why I'm here. This is why I asked to be here. This is why I asked to live this experience, right? Sorry, you guys, my alarm is going off, and that is because I actually have an appointment to get to, but I did want to make this video real quick before I went to this appointment. Let me turn this off. Okay. So yes, you guys, that is the message that I have today. It is your job to live your best life. It is your responsibility to live your best life. Listen to those divine insights that are going to take you up to the highest timeline, okay? The more you listen, the more you tune in, the more you meditate and get those divine downloads, and the more you listen and act upon those divine downloads, the higher and higher and higher, you're putting yourself on a higher timeline, okay? And we want to be on the highest timeline possible. So something that I always say is, for my highest and greatest good, for my highest highest and greatest good. I'm doing this for my highest and greatest good. I am, you know, whatever it is, right? For my highest and greatest good. This is a mantra that you can begin to start saying to yourself, right? Like, angels, guides, helpers, you know, show me what to do for my highest and greatest good. Show me what, you know, what lesson do I need to learn today for my highest and greatest good? You know, what do I need to do today that is going to put me on my highest timeline for my highest and greatest good? Saying things like this is how you open yourself up to those subtle messages that are from your higher self, from your higher timeline. Okay, so that is really the message that I want you guys to take from this video today, and that is to make living your best life your priority. Make it why you breathe every day. Make it why you wake up every day, okay? Like, make living your best life your zest of life. Make it your mission. Make it your absolute, above all else, I will make myself happy. Above all else, I will give myself the life I desire. Above all else, I'm going to live like I am dying tomorrow, okay? Make that your goal in life. And in doing so, you are putting yourself on the higher timeline. No more settling for less. No more waiting, you know, for it to be your time. No more waiting for someone to give you the opportunity to live your best life. No, you give it to yourself. It is your responsibility to live your best life. No one is going to give it to you. No one's going to put it on a silver platter for you. You literally have to take it, right? Because the universe says this world is your candy store. You decide what you want, and you raise yourself up to that timeline and give it to yourself. And that is why we're all here, okay, people? So I really hope that this message resonates with you today. If it did, please thumbs up the video. It helps to get out more people to see this message in the algorithm. And I always forget to tell you guys this, but I do offer one-on-one coaching sessions. So if you ever want to speak with me one-on-one about anything that you specifically have going on in your life, you can go to nijasam.com/coaching. Follow me on Instagram for daily posts. I leave like comments and captions that are pretty inspiring and encouraging. So if you ever, you know, are missing me on YouTube and you don't feel like catching the old videos, you can just go on Instagram. We are hanging out over there. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you to everybody who donated, who sent super chats. And I love you guys so much. And I'm really excited to, you know, be going live with you guys and doing this and sharing these intuitive messages with you guys. So yeah, it makes me super happy. All right, I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.